Hey guys, Road Warrior here. Continuing on with the farming series now that they've released the new fighting mechanism. I've been busy and I know a couple people had asked for this, but here we are at the Marron River going for catfish. So I'm just going to throw up some marks. Here's one of my spots. I'll put up 4 different locations that I go to. This is the second location here, really no in particular order. This is probably my second favorite spot right here. You can pretty much cast all through here. You can get the trophy or the red tail or the gilded. This here is actually my favorite spot. As you can see, this is extremely old marks as well. A lot of people will tell you, I think off of YouTube, everybody kind of stands on that right side for the most part. I actually prefer standing on the left side over here in that area, just for the fact if you wanted to come over and farm the Tobogways or the Triera, you can go over there as well. Now moving on to probably one of the another popular spots on YouTube is just off here off this point. That for me right there, those 2 marks are probably the most accurate for me over here. One thing I don't like about this area, this seems like it's full of croakers sometimes, so I'd probably say that's probably my third favorite location. Now they are all the way up and down this side if in the event that you run on some slow spots. In the upcoming clip and stuff, I'm going to show you kind of the setups that you might be stuck with at the time, the ones that usually worked for me back in the day. So I did equip those as well as a smaller net. Now in the event that you need a willing catfish mark, there that is. I want to say I caught that around 8 o'clock once you go through all your criteria on that. Moving on to the setup, this is actually the Heavy Chaser 10-foot 2. I do love the Empress 7000 on that. And I do got the mono over the top in the event that you wanted to kind of copy those. But that's mainly what I'm running. I did put on one rod that you'd probably have available, but I just want to show you it is capable of pulling in some nice fish as well. And in the upcoming clips, I'll show you me actually catching them as well. But if you wanted to review that, now all these, of course, are 1 click down with the new fighting mechanism. But to each their own how you wanted to set that up. But just an event that you did not know how to set up something and you needed that. As far as the baits go, these are kind of my favorite 4 that are all available by level 63, and those are still pretty much the ones I use. I think I might throw in freshwater crab, but that's probably not available at level 63. It might be up there a little higher. But in the upcoming clips, I'll just kind of show you me farming, explain a few things, maybe strategy-wise, that might help you guys out. Okay, guys, and it kind of depends on what you're wanting to do here. This is, like I said, this is my favorite spot, opposite of the other side there. But this spot here, just in case that you missed that at the start of the video, that's there. But we actually, I love this spot for several reasons. It just seems the most consistent, and there's several marks that you can cast to. Strategy-wise, again, kind of depending on what you want to do. I would recommend if you're just now opening this lake up, run a couple 10-0s, one on each side, maybe some 5-0s, 6-0s, 7-0s in the middle. That way you're getting a steady bite. Also, you're going to want to do the recatch and catch a certain amount of trophies of the smaller varieties. Now later on, if you're wanting to target just the gilded and the red tail, I would say, stick in the 10-0 to 12-0 range. I think 10-0 is just a nice medium. At the very end of the clip, I'll show you something that I did that was amazing when I caught a 175 pounder in a one of Super Dave's custom competitions and actually won it right at the end. But that was a great moment. But again, just kind of showing you the different power here. Those are the Heavy Chasers. Now here's the Cazador, of course. Now obviously if you have a bigger setup, that'll help you out. Now Keynote 2 as well. I am running a couple barbless hooks here. That would probably make you more money for sure. I didn't have but just I think 1 or 2 of them with me. I haven't carried as many. Obviously I'm ranked up, so I don't usually look for the extra XP. And for competition purposes, I'm usually running something else. But for you, I would highly recommend, get you some barbless hooks if you haven't already been onto that. That is, I think, want to say 20% XP increase. Just kind of showing this here in real time, battling a unique here with the Cazadora. It's a 68-pound setup. And at the end of the clip, I'll show you the difference of the older fight mechanism, even with the best bottom rod in the game versus this. This is real time. Again, this is me just fighting the fish. And again, what I like about the faster reel speeds on the matchup that I showed you here on this, whether it's the Heavy Chaser with the Empress or this one with I think the Match Cast, is the faster the reel speed as you're pulling up on the fish, it reels in the excess line a lot quicker. So if you're fighting the fish appropriately, be able to cut down the time a lot now. Big difference as a comparison to the old fighting mechanism. They'll still give you a fight. No mistake about it, but it's not overwhelming and too time consuming, so to speak. In the upcoming clips, I'll just show you kind of where I'm farming at, and hopefully this helps you guys out. Okay, kind of moving on here again. Like I said, it's up to you guys what you want to do. I kind of again recommend definitely probably 6.0 range. You can still get plenty of the fish, but nonetheless, you're going to have recatch and stuff to do. So it wouldn't hurt for when you first begin. You know, stick with those 6.0s. This is me just kind of running through, cycling out various fish. In the event that you're just wanting to target with the 10.0s, there's nothing wrong with that as well. Just know that your bite rate's going to go down a little bit. And again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with just farming the commons here. But again, if you're wanting to isolate out, as I've switched out to mainly just 10.0s, you'll see you can just catch common after common. That's still good XP and money for anybody that's looking to farm here at the Marron River. As far as the peaks go here, there's a couple peaks. I don't really like the day 3 peak there and the 4. The 5 is probably my favorite. You can catch catfish here at night, but I seem to have better luck on these steep peaks, whether it's in the morning or the afternoon. That's just me, skipping to the afternoon real quick and just trying to get my net close to being topped off. Now, money-wise, you're probably looking at if you have a good run, you get 2-3 uniques, or several trophy and maybe only 1 or 2 uniques. You're probably looking at around 50,000 cash, probably 35,000 XP. And if you have a good run, now that's without premium. If you have premium, obviously that's going to be up, I think, 60-70%. So you're looking at probably 75,000 cash or more, and probably 50-60,000 XP. But I think this will really help you. Again, that's what I kind of show you here coming up. Here's the difference of the old fighting mechanism with the Maconzi. This is actually from one of Super Dave's event. I just kind of showing you this. Then I am using 10.0s. I just kind of target the trophies and the uniques preferably. Now that's just a 143 pounder. But now watch from the fight time. This is me hooking the fish. Look at the timestamp. That's 29 minutes. This is with the best, and this was one heck of a fight. That was at 29 minutes when I hooked that fish. Now, if you look here closely, just a big difference in comparison. So definitely you guys should be able to farm just fine with the Heavy Chaser and the Cazadoras until you're ready to upgrade. So in other words, they have made a serious adjustment in my opinion. These things can really, really fight, but it's nothing like they were back in the day. Now granted, this is almost a max weight fish. Ends up even being my PB, but as you can see there, I'm sitting in 15th and just kind of wanted to show this as a replay. And number 2, I do know how to catfish here. I farmed here a tremendous amount back in the day, and as you can tell by my old marks way back in, I want to say 2020 or 2019 even. But yeah, this is definitely a big difference. This is a max rod, maxed out back when you had the max drag and everything, but this is an extremely long fight. And again, as I ramble on here, you'll see that it's just a big difference. Also, a keynote too is whenever you're going to, you're going to know definitively a lot of times if you have a trophy or unique by just simply letting off that rod tip. If it bounces up fairly quick like it is there, you're going to know that you have a unique or a common. Just kind of in closing, I hope this helps you guys out, and I hope you really enjoy this sketch here. And I think that in time you'll get one up there in the 165 to 175 pound range. Definitely a great place to farm. I hope this helps you guys out. For anybody that was asking for this video, plenty of good marks, basic strategies and setups. So we'll take care, and we'll see you in the next one.